You really think that's enough to get Zion? You really gonna package a deal for Embiid around RJ Barrett? Really? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Bleacher Report list called NBA Chaos Makers 5 Trades to Blow Up the 2023-2024 season. So I'm going to be reacting to this and I hope you enjoy. And I'm not going to waste any of your time, so let's get into trade number 1. And trade number 1, it's a cover with Embiid and Brunson. So Embiid to the Knicks, I'm guessing. Oh, nope. Warriors win Siakam sweepstakes and CP3 is traded again. Warriors get Siakam, Raptors get CP3, Kuminga, and Brandon Podziemski. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I think it's something of that line. Sorry, forgot how to speak for a second. So I'm looking at this. Chris Paul isn't going to get traded to the Raptors. That's not realistic, but it is called chaotic. So I'm going to grade it. But Kuminga to the Raptors. Do they really need Kuminga? They already got Scotty Barnes. Unless they move Scotty to the 1, like I think they should. But it's a good win-win trade, but Chris Paul's not going to the Raptors if they don't have Siakam. Like the only way Chris Paul will go to the Raptors is if the Raptors are still trying to compete. And if they trade Siakam, they're not trying to compete. I give that trade. The build of that trade's good, but the likelihood is low. But I give that trade a C. Trade number 2 is called Hawks Find Their Star Wing. Paul George to the Hawks. I like the logistical stuff of it, but DeAndre Hunter to the Clippers and Bogdan Bogdanovic and Kobe Buffkin. Kobe Buffkin's trash, bro. Clippers don't get him. But in 2024 first round pick, Clippers do need a first round pick. I'm intrigued by this trade because DeAndre Hunter reminds me of young Kawhi if he was on a terrible team. Right? Sorry, my words be sticking sometimes. Just don't know what happened. Also, sorry if you hear any cars in the background. I live on a busy road, so that happens. But DeAndre Hunter reminds me of a young Kawhi, so it'd be interesting to see what would happen if he's mentored by him. And then Bogdan Bogdanovic, he'd be nice for the Clippers, good shooter, but he's also the best shooter that the Hawks got. That's not Trae Young, so that's all right. And as I said, Kobe Buffkin's trash. I do like this trade though a little bit. So Paul George to the Hawks would be very interesting. I'll give this trade a B plus. I'm not going to give it an A because I don't think the Clippers would do this necessarily, especially if they're going to have Kawhi on the roster next year. And DeAndre Hunter is injury prone too, so you might as well just keep Paul George. But that's a B plus trade. A Salt Lake City surprise, Dame to the Jazz. No, this ain't realistic. All right, think about it though. The Jazz get Damian Lillard. Now, see this trade. It says Colin Sexton, Keontae George, Jalen Horton Tucker. You see those 3 names? All 3 of them are guards. That's the main reason Portland won't trade with anybody for Dame. It's because all they get in return is guards. So why would they trade him to Utah of all places? That just doesn't make any sense. Let's just be honest. And then Kelly Olynyk, I think I'd rather sell the team than trade for Kelly Olynyk for Damian Lillard. So this is not it at all. But 2025 first round pick, 2027 first round. You need more first round picks if you're getting Dame. This trade is an F. I mean, let's just be honest. Dame ain't going to Utah. Not for this package. Now a better package would have been Taylor Hendricks in this somewhere. Taylor Hendricks is Kevin Garnett, modern Kevin Garnett, and I would See, the thing that's killing me is the three guards. I would say Taylor Hendricks, John Collins would be a nice start, and then 4 first-round picks. But you got three guards in here. I mean, I know it's chaotic trades, but that's just not going to happen. Like, there's no world where that happens. Pistons make a Zion size splash. Zion Williamson and Kira Lewis Jr. I think it's Kyra. I don't know. But New Orleans received Bojan Bogdanovic, James Wiseman, and Killian Hayes. You really think that's enough to get Zion? Bojan Bogdanovic, Wiseman, and Hayes? Killian Hayes and James Wiseman are two of the worst first top 10 picks I've seen in my lifetime. I am very young, and I didn't start watching basketball like that till I got to a decent age where I could comprehend this stuff. These are two of the worst draft picks I can remember. And you're telling me they can get you Zion with Bojan Bogdanovic? Really? I mean, I don't mind Zion on the Pistons. I think him and Cade would be a deadly duo, but this package ain't cutting it in my eyes. I don't know what's going on here, but that ain't it. The Bakers make their blockbuster. Oh, here's what the thing was. All right. So we got Joel Embiid to the New York Knicks for RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Emmanuel Quickly, Quentin Grimes, pick. Y'all see how many first round picks are here for Embiid and how many young players? And you think Damian Lillard's going to get traded for. What was the Dame trade, bro? Think Damian Lillard's going to get traded for Sexton, George, THT, and 2 first-round picks, and you think the Knicks are going to give up all this for Embiid? Mitchell Robinson's a good player. Quickly and Maxey, Kentucky backcourt. What you know about that? All they need is Ashton Hagans. That's real Kentucky fan knowledge. But anyways, that'd be interesting to see. Quentin Grimes, I'm not a big Quentin Grimes guy. I don't know why. Just not a fan. And then RJ Barrett, the centerpiece of this package. You're really going to package a deal for Embiid around RJ Barrett? Really? RJ Barrett is not Embiid. Like, you see all these big time trades. Like, it cost Shea Gilgeous Alexander for the Clippers to get Paul George. And you think RJ Barrett's going to get you Joel Embiid? That's not it. That's not. I mean, that's a D. It's not as bad as the Dame trade, but it's still not good. So I gave this trade a D. This trade was probably a D too. This is Zion trade I'm looking at. Then the Dame trade was an F. What other trade was it? Paul George trade was good. I'll move that an A to get the average up. Paul George trade I liked. That was a decent trade. And then the Siakam Raptors trade. It just didn't really make sense to me, but I don't mind it. I'll give that a B. So it just got progressively worse as we go along. But let me know what you think of these trades, and if you want me to make my 5 craziest trades, let me know. But this was kind of it's the title's chaotic, chaos makers trade. So I'm not gonna get too critical of it, but the only trade I think that will really happen is the Paul George trade, and I think that's a good trade. The other ones just didn't look too hot for me, but that's just me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you at the next. Bye.